Alright everybody, project for tonight. Gonna make this wall into a charging station for my Craftsman chargers. Got 4 singles up here, got a double right here. You see I'm wearing my gloves, wearing my safety glasses. You should always wear gloves and safety glasses while you're working. Gonna get this boy mounted. Gonna get these guys all up there. Gonna put them all over here on the wall in some configuration, as well as this Milwaukee M12 charger that's hiding back there. Gonna get all that mounted. So apologize for the noise. I got fans running, although it is a cool day here in northern Iowa. It is still a little stuffy in the shop. So I will talk to you when we get all this finished. Alright, so we've got the Craftsman chargers and the Cobalt power strip all mounted. Had a little bit of trouble here. This is some OSB painted, and then for some reason in the shop they've got this plastic cover crap on it. The downside is though, whoever put this in didn't get something that was weather rated, maybe it's not moisture rated. So my guess is over time as it's gotten cold and then it subsequently heated up, it gets really brittle and easy to break. So it has this ridge here, this joint piece, and I tried to cut it out and kind of slide it out, but the thing is, it's got a little lip on the top, but it's got a big lip on the bottom. So as I was pulling it out, kind of ripped some pieces up there, but all in all, we got our dual charger here for our 4 other boys. Got our Cobalt power strip here with 1 additional. Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to go through here, I'm going to mount 1 more. It's going to be a Milwaukee M12 charger, so I'm going to show you how I've kind of mounted all these. A little bit different, but ultimately pretty much the same. So what I did here was I had this one mounted previously, and I wanted these all to be kind of the same. So there's a line here in the back. These are all level. Now it may be deceiving to the eye. They may not quite seem so level. But the thing is, anytime you're working with lines and lines, any line that's off, like this line here, this is actually bows. So this doesn't look straight, or these might not look straight compared to this, but this one's not straight. And that's something you run into every now and then when you're trying to keep lines looking nice and straight. If there's anything that's structural that is not straight, it's really got to mess you up with anything that you're doing that is straight. So we're going to go ahead and mount another charger here. And I apologize if the sound is not great. I haven't heard what this is going to sound like, so hopefully it's not too bad. But we're going to be mounting this Milwaukee M12 charger that I got from a co-worker. I bought it off and he didn't need it anymore. So we're going to go ahead and unplug all these. Now, right now these cords are all just chilling out, hanging out. Eventually I'll probably get some staples or something and do some cord management to make it look nicer, because right now it's kind of not great. So these Craftsman chargers, the anchor points are actually side by side on the top. And the nice thing about them is they tell you how far center to center they are, which is really great when you're working on something. Now this Milwaukee M12 charger, it's a vertical attachment, and it doesn't tell you what the spacing is. So we'll have to measure that out, figure that out on our own here. But I'm going to mount it, I think, kind of right in here, sort of. Kind of the black sheep of the group, but hey, everyone's got to be one every now and then, you know what I mean? So we'll go ahead and measure this out, see what the distance is center to center. Now when we're talking distance center to center, what we're talking here is basically where the screw, the center of the screw is going to end up here and here when we slide it in. So we'll go ahead and measure this out. It looks to be about spot on 3 inches, somewhere right in there. Kind of a pro tip when you're measuring something with a tape measure, especially if you got something awkward that you can't grip onto, like this, can't grip onto that. You're not going to get the most accurate measurement if you're trying to grip with the end of your tape measure. So you might want to use, say, like a 2-inch mark and just start that as your 1. So 2 inches to 5 inches, that's 3 inches. So I got a 3-inch spacing. So we'll do a 3-inch spacing. Oh goodness, I'm attached to the camera stand with the cord. Oopsies! There we go. All right. 3-inch spacing. Get my gloves on here. Just gotta find sort of a good general area and get a level and find that out. So let's do that. Bada bing, bada boom. Remember always to wear gloves and safety glasses when you're working. Alright, grab this boy down here. So we'll do somewhere here. I think that's okay. Put a mark that I think is similar center. Doesn't have to be 100% accurate. You want to always turn this upside down, give it a good look at it. Got decent spacing over here on the right side, close to the charger, which is what I'm worried about. Try not to talk into the wall, but we'll do our best here. Go ahead and get our little torpedo level here. Right on our mark. Get nice and plumb. Now one thing you want to do, and a lot of people get messed up on this, and it's something once you know it, it's good. If you don't know it, you might mess stuff up. Whatever you're using, if you've got a marker you want to start off of, you want to make sure that once you've got your level plumbed up or leveled up, alright, you want to make sure that the mark that you start with when you start making a line matches where your point is. Because if you put your level, and you won't be able to see this because it's far away, but if you put your level right up on that point that you're trying to level from, and then start going, you're going to be off because there's a distance between the tip of your pencil or whatever you're using and the actual edge. So what you want to do is get real close, get it nice and plumb, and don't hit it with your hand, and then kind of set your pencil or your mark, whatever you're using, right on it and see that's where it's going to make that mark. Now once you're confident, go ahead and make your mark. Alright, sweet. Then I'm going to mark out the 3-inch spacing. Again, I'm using the 2-inch mark to be my start because I don't know if I'm going to get super accurate up here towards the end. I'm going to start at 2 inches. I'm going to go down to 5 inches. Make a little mark there, and that should be 3-inch spacing, center to center. All right? Now, because we're using, we've got this plastic crap on the top, and then the wood that we actually want to screw in underneath. What you want to do is, anything like this stuff is really brittle and will crack. So if you just try to take a screw straight to it, it might split really bad and look bad. So you might want to just take I'm using a very small drill bit. I think it's like probably not even 2/16. We don't check what size this is. It is 7/64. So we're using a 7/64 drill bit, and we're just going to go right up to where our marks are, where our plumb line and our 3-inch spacing marks intersect. And I'm using this left-handed, which I am not, so nice shot on my back here. And we're just going to line it up where those two cross. Really gently. Just grit through the plastic and just a tiny bit of the wood, pull it right out. Real gently. Boom. I've got 2 little holes. We don't have full pilot holes to go and screw all the way through. We just wanted to get through the plastic to make sure we weren't going to split it when we put the screw in. Now the screw I'm using here, these are number 8 1-inch screws. They're just screws. They're flatheads, not panheads. Oh, there we go. A flathead has a flat head. A panhead has what some people call a rounded head. I never use panheads, those are terrible. How do you know the difference in screw sizes? First thing is going to be the number. So these are number 8s. And now number 10 is going to be slightly thicker. And then after, the second number is 1 inch. So it's a number 8 thickness, and it's a 1-inch depth. So I have some number 10. Look at a little comparison here. Just for the sake of education. You're never too old to learn about anything. So, See if I can see this a little better. This is a number 8 1-inch screw. This is a number 10 1-inch screw. As you can see, the number 10 is a little bit thicker than the number 8, but ultimately they're 1 inch in length. So that's how you can tell when you're reading, oh, what's this number mean when I'm looking for a screw, you know? Oh, I got this size screw here, but I want it to be a little thinner. Well, you go look for a smaller number on the first half of that. So like I said, today we're using number 8 1-inch Phillips head screws. We'll go ahead and pop these bad boys in. Nice and slow, you don't need to ramrod it, we're not doing anything crazy. There is a train going by, so if you hear that train horn, make sure you give it a like. That's what that means. Train horn means like, obviously. Help me out. Alright, again, don't need to go super hardcore, we're not doing anything super intense. Now what we want to do is get those pretty close. So these have angled heads on the inside. And what that'll do is, when we go to put this bad boy on, we'll put the screw heads where they're at right now like this, and then they'll slide right into place. Now if it's a little loose, what I'll do is I'll take it off, and I'll tighten them up a little bit, just so it sits in there a little bit better. Since this is plastic, it's got a little bit of malleability. We'll see what we get. We'll go ahead and slap this bad boy on here, if I can find the holes, which is the real trick. Fine. Alright, here we go. Alright, as you can see, it's on there pretty solid. Let's see if it looks level. Because ultimately, just because something is level, if it doesn't look level, it doesn't really matter. Train horn! And leave a like. Anyway, so we got that bad boy on there. Good to go. We're going to get all these plugged in. Again, I'm going to probably get some staples or something and do a little bit of cord management, because right now this is going to look real bad. We don't want it to look real bad. We want to keep this nice and tidy as much as we can. Not only because we want it to look nice, but also we don't want anything to get caught on this. Don't have a lot of big things moving around the shop right now, but you never know in the future. So you want to get some cable management for these guys. All right, bing bang boom. Turn her on. All right, good. Saw a little flicker. Let's get some batteries on these bad boys, huh? Two 5-amp-hour batteries for my Craftsman 40-volt electric lawnmower. Two 4-amp-hour batteries for whatever the hell I want. And two 2-amp-hour batteries that'll just get a little bit of a job done. So we'll let those go. We're looking like Christmas. And we've got one more Craftsman 20-volt battery that I don't have a charger for, but hey, I can use it for whatever I need to. So there you have it. We've got my little station set up here. Looks pretty good. Nice and lots of flashing green lights. We'll see how much power this actually draws as I'm sitting around. These will sit down, so whenever I need a battery, boom, pull them off, fully charged. And like I said, this little guy here, I use 12-volt Milwaukee tools for professionally, but I didn't need 3 chargers for. I think I have 4 batteries. So I figured I'd keep it in here in case I need to use it around the house. They're really great. I got a little M12 screwdriver and a little M12 one-handed reciprocating saw. So that'll come in handy there. So anyway, that's going to be it for this project here in the shop on oh my goodness, can't even say my own name right. On Silk Reef Projects and Tools. So first time to the channel, appreciate you watching the video. Of course, like and subscribe for more content, guys. My name's Ethan. Have a great day.